Seniors, why quick fix diets don't work? Let's get straight to it. If you've ever flipped through a magazine, scrolled online late at night, or even overheard conversations at the doctor's office, you've seen them. Promises of losing 10 pounds in 10 days. Miracle shakes that melt fat, pills that reset your metabolism overnight. They sound tempting, don't they? Especially when you've been struggling with weight for years, or when energy levels just aren't what they used to be. But here's the truth. I want you to hear loud and clear from the very beginning. Quick fix diets don't work for seniors. And not only do they not work, they can actually backfire, leaving you more frustrated, tired, and discouraged than when you started. So today, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to share the real reasons why these diets don't work for people over 50. What's actually happening inside your body, and more importantly, what you can do instead to finally feel healthy, strong, and free from that exhausting cycle of trying and failing. Let me tell you a little story. A friend of mine, let's call her Linda, is 62, like many of us. She started noticing her clothes didn't fit quite the same anymore. Her energy was dipping, and walking up the stairs felt harder than it used to. So when she saw an ad for a 7-day flat belly detox, she thought, why not? It promised quick results with nothing but juices and teas. And sure enough, she dropped 5 pounds in a week. But here's what happened next. She was cranky, lightheaded, and constantly thinking about food. As soon as she stopped the cleanse, not only did the weight come back, but she also craved sugar more than ever. That solution had actually set her back. And this is the cycle so many seniors find themselves in. Lose a little fast, then gain it back even faster. The reason quick fix diets don't work, especially for seniors, comes down to how our bodies change as we age. When we cross that 50 or 60 mark, our metabolism naturally slows. We lose muscle mass at a rate of about 1% per year after middle age if we're not actively working to maintain it. And since muscle is the engine that burns calories, less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest. Add to that changes in hormones like lower estrogen in women and testosterone in men. And suddenly the body is more resistant to fat loss. Quick fix diets usually involve cutting calories drastically, sometimes to unsafe levels. And while this might show a temporary drop on the scale, it's mostly water and muscle, not fat. And losing muscle is the last thing seniors need because it speeds up the metabolic slowdown and makes it even harder to lose weight in the future. But here's where the deeper story comes in. Quick fix diets are built on the psychology of hope. They target the very human desire for immediate change. We want relief. We want to look in the mirror and feel good again. That's not vanity. That's dignity. We want to feel like ourselves. But instead of empowering us with lasting solutions, these diets sell us a temporary illusion. And for seniors, the cost of chasing illusions can be heavier than for younger folks. Our bones are more fragile, our energy reserves are lower, and our need for steady nutrition is higher. Depriving the body at this stage of life isn't just ineffective, it can be dangerous. Think about it this way. If you wanted to fix up an old car, would you pour sugar into the gas tank and expect it to run smoother? Of course not. You'd check the engine, change the oil, replace old parts, and give it the right fuel. Our bodies after 50 are the same. They don't need gimmicks. They need care, maintenance, and the right kind of fuel. That's why sustainable changes things like eating balanced meals with enough protein, staying active in ways that protect joints, getting good sleep, and managing stress are the real miracle cures. They don't sound sexy, I know. Lose 2 pounds a month doesn't sell magazines. But those steady, consistent changes are the ones that actually stick. I've heard countless seniors tell me, I've tried everything. And when I ask what they mean, the list usually includes cabbage soup diets, grapefruit diets, apple cider vinegar cleanses, keto for a month, intermittent fasting without guidance, you name it. And almost every time, the result is the same. Initial weight loss, followed by a stall, then frustration, and then weight regain. This yo-yo pattern is worse for older adults because the body doesn't bounce back as quickly as it used to. Each cycle makes it harder to preserve muscle, harder to keep energy stable, and harder to maintain motivation. Quick fix diets are not just ineffective, they're demoralizing. And if you've ever blamed yourself for failing one, I want you to release that guilt right now. The problem was never you. The problem was the diet. Now let's get a little scientific, but in plain English. When you slash calories too quickly, the body senses danger. It doesn't know you're doing a trendy cleanse. It thinks you're starving. So what does it do? It lowers metabolism to conserve energy. It increases hunger hormones like ghrelin, making you crave more. It decreases leptin, the hormone that tells you you're full. That's why after a week of dieting, you might feel hungrier than when you started. The body is literally fighting to survive. And the cruel irony is that when you go back to eating normally, your slower metabolism means you gain back weight more easily. It's like running on a treadmill that's tilted against you. You're putting in effort, but the design itself keeps pushing you backward. So what's the alternative? Here's where I shift from the problem to the solution. Seniors don't need quick fixes. They need lasting foundations. Instead of extreme diets, focus on nourishment. Think about protein as your best friend. After 50, protein is what helps preserve and rebuild muscle, which is the key to keeping metabolism steady. Imagine every meal as an opportunity to feed your muscles. Pair that with strength training, even light weights, resistance bands, or body weight movements, and you've just built the strongest defense against aging's effects. Next, fiber-rich vegetables and whole grains are not just diet foods, they're fuel for digestion, it's heart health, and blood sugar balance. They keep you satisfied longer without the crash. And let's not forget healthy fats, like olive oil, nuts, or avocado, which support brain health and hormones. I'll be honest, this path is slower. You won't lose 10 pounds in 10 days, but you will notice steady changes. Clothes fit better, energy returns, joints ache less, sleep improves, and perhaps most importantly, you build trust with yourself again. That's something quick fix diets steal from you, the trust that your body can respond, that change is possible. I want you to believe again that it's not too late, because it's not. Here's another story, and it's personal. My uncle, now 68, spent years bouncing from diet to diet. Low carb, high carb, no carb, you name it. Each time he'd lose a little, then gain more back. Finally, after a health scare with his blood pressure, he stopped chasing diets and started focusing on habits. He added a morning walk, started cooking simple protein-rich meals, and allowed himself treats in moderation instead of banning them. In a year, he lost 20 pounds not overnight, but steadily. More than that, he felt stronger and more in control than he had in decades. That's what real change looks like. It's not flashy, but it's lasting. So seniors, why don't quick fix diets work? Because they fight against your biology. Because they ignore the reality of aging. Because they promise magic when what we need is mastery. And because at this stage of life, your body deserves better than gimmicks. Your body deserves respect. And respect means patience, consistency, and nourishment. If you take nothing else away from today, let it be this. You are not too old, and it is not too late. The number on the scale doesn't define you. The strength in your legs, the clarity in your mind, the steadiness in your heart, that's what matters. And those things are built over time, not in 10 days of drinking juice. Before we wrap up, let me give you some practical tips you can start today. First, aim for protein at every meal. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, fish, or plant-based options like beans and lentils. Second, move your body daily in ways that feel good, whether it's walking, swimming, dancing, or gardening. Third, hydrate, because thirst can sometimes feel like hunger. Fourth, be mindful of portions, but don't fear food. And finally, give yourself grace. Progress is not linear. Some weeks you'll feel amazing, some weeks not so much. But every step you take toward health matters. If this message resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, a spouse, or even your kids who might be caught in their own diet cycle. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this channel so more people can gain helpful, realistic, and inspiring knowledge to live healthier lives after 50. Your story matters, and your health matters. And together, we can break free from the diet trap and start living with energy, confidence, and joy again. So the next time you see an ad for a quick fix diet promising overnight miracles, I want you to smile and say, "No thanks. I know better now," because you do. And that knowledge, my friends, is power. Let's honor our bodies, not punish them. Let's choose health, not hype. And let's remember, real change takes time, but every step is worth it. You've got this.